very warm welcome to everyone on our channel Edu Mariner. So here we are with a new video for GME students. So this video is going to be very useful for the students who want to pursue GME course, that is a graduate in marine engineering. So if you are a graduate in mechanical engineer or a graduate in naval architecture, you want to shift your career in marine engineering, you can join this course. So in this video we're going to talk about various companies, various eligibility criteria and the various procedures which you have to follow in order to take up this course. So starting with the eligibility, so here the age limit is 28 years, that is the maximum is the 28 years at the commencement of the course. Educational qualification is candidates should have BE or BTech in mechanical engineering or naval architecture with 50% marks in final year. Candidates have obtained at least 50% marks in English at 10th and 12th standard or degree course. The college from which they have passed their mechanical engineering or naval architecture, that should be AICTE approved or UGC approved. So talking about the course duration and the fee, so here the course duration is for two semesters, that is each of 6 months makes it for 1 year, and the course fee is 3 to 4 lakh depending on the college you are selected or you are selecting. So it varies from 3 to 4 lakhs. Some companies charge 5 lakhs also. So it depends what college you are choosing and what facilities you are choosing. So coming with the selection procedures, so let me be very clear here that various companies follow various procedures, different procedures they follow, but a common procedure, I will be talking here about the common procedure what most of the companies follow. Maybe there will be few companies which will be following some other procedures, like they have got some few extra tests, so it may vary. So the first procedure in this is apply for your companies or academies. So here you will have to apply for companies or academies, which means that the companies which are conducting these GME courses, or there are academies which have the tie up with the companies, they also conduct this GME course. So you'll have to apply for this academics or companies. So in order to do that, what you have to do is you will have to go to their official website and you will have to select this GME course and apply for the courses. So here few premier institute of this country, like these companies I have shown few. These are the premier companies which conduct GME courses in our country. So there are academies like TMI, Tolani Maritime Institute, SIMS, Samudra Institute of Maritime Studies, AMET, then TS Rahman, then there is Kochi Shipyard is also conducting this course. So while selecting these academies, I will suggest that don't go behind the less fee, or don't go behind the companies or academies which are charging less fee. Okay, it is good with the companies that if you are getting companies, it is good that you will be having job before joining this course. So if you are choosing academies, so go with the reputed academies. So here 4 or 5 academies I have shown, they are the reputed in this country, so go with these academies. There are other academies also you can prefer depending on your choice. So once you applied for this academy or company, you will be called for company or academy exam. So that may be online or written examination. They will be conducting. Few companies called to their own center, or few centers around the city, across the India. But most of the company called to their headquarter, or academies called to their own campus for conducting this exam. So this exam is very technical, and it will be questions from your mechanical engineering and naval architecture as well. So this is the basic syllabus what most of the companies ask in their exam. So there will be questions from IC engines, there will be questions from boilers, there will be questions from refrigeration and air conditioning, fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, engineering materials and metrology, electrical, instrumentation, air compressors or pumps, general English and analytical. So from 1 to 9, if you will see, these are the equipments of about the subjects which are very much related with the maritime industry, which is very much related with the ships and the shipping industries. So when you are talking about this IC engines, you should have the basic knowledge about all the parts of the IC engines. Mostly there will be questions from the two-stroke engines, because on ships most of the engines are the two-stroke engines. Yes, there are engines for four-stroke also, like the generators and all. They are four-stroke engines. So they will be asking from both four-stroke and two-stroke. There will be questions from these two engines. You will be asked questions about the piston, about the injectors. There will be various topics inside these IC engines. So I'll suggest you that just prefer some marine engineering books, IC engine books, which will be easily available on it. Or if you'll message in our inbox, we will be providing you these books. So, and next, coming to the boiler. Boilers are the most important subject for this maritime industry or shipping industry. They are the favorite subjects of this industry. So we'll have to cover the boilers, like various topics regarding inside these boilers. From there will be questions. They will be digging deep inside these topics. So refrigeration and air conditioning. Based on this maritime industry only, this refrigeration and air conditioning questions will be there. From fluid mechanics and thermodynamics, mechanical engineer will be much thorough about these two topics. So there will be numericals, there will be theoretical question as well from these two topics. Engineering material and metrology. There will be questions like where do we use the Babbitt metals. These are the favorite questions of this test. So you should have the thorough knowledge of these topics. Coming to this electrical and instrumentation, you will have to have the knowledge about various electrical instruments used on board. So you'll have to search what to study and what not, what to leave, because in an exam you should prefer what to study. You should because you have to study only 10% of the topic what they ask in the exam. So in order to qualify, this is going to be very useful. So air compressor and pumps. Again, this topic is very important for the people going on board. So these are the area which you will be dealing all in all your life. These are the nine area where you will have to deal with this. So these are the very important topics for this exam. So coming to the general English and analytical. This is the common for all exam. They are asking this general English and analytical. And since you are a graduate, you will be knowing all these topics, general English and analytical. For analyticals, you can refer any reasoning book. There will be basic questions from this analytical. Few companies ask 50 questions, few companies ask 25 questions. So that will depend on the level of exam, and that will depend on the company criteria or company syllabus. So, but these are the basic model on which they ask the questions. So coming to the next is the interview. So once you qualify your written exam, again here also the companies have different criteria. Like few companies take written and the interview together, and they then add up their marks. But few companies takes like first you will have to clear this written exam, and then you will have to appear for the interview. So once you clear this written exam, you will have to appear for interview. So there will be a panel of chief engineers and captains along with the HR of the company. They will be sitting there. They will be interacting with you, and they are going to ask you various questions. So there you will have get questions from your technical background, like the mechanical engineering and your naval architect. So you will have to be thorough about uh, your stream, thorough about your trade. So there will be questions from all these topics what I showed you there. So they will be asking various questions related to the maritime industry, applications of those questions. So here they are not going to ask you some theory or anything, but they are going to ask you about the various application of this these theoretical questions, applications on board. So you'll have to have practical knowledge as well. So next they will be asking about yourself. So they will be digging deep inside you to know about your personality. They will be asking your various strengths and weaknesses. They will be asking about where you come from, what your fathers do, what your family do, why you choose this industry, why you prefer our company or why you prefer our academy, where you come to know about this industry. why you want to join this industry, what drive you to join this industry. These are the questions they generally ask. So they basically wants to ask, they know about what kind of people you are. So they will be asking questions from about your interest, about your hobbies. So they want to know, basically they want to have a thorough knowledge about you. So next they will be checking your communication skill as well. During this interview they will be checking your communication skill, because you're gonna work on board ship with the multilingual people. So you'll have to be thorough about this, your language, your English language. So they will be checking your communication skill as well. In last, decision making. Here again, few companies for decision making test they take psychometry test, but most of the company prefer to check your decision making during interview only. So they will be asking, they will be giving you various SRTs, situation reactions. They will be giving you. So you will have to react on this situation reaction, and they will be judging you about that, how you solve that situation. Basically they are checking your problem solving skill. They are checking your how you will be taking decision when you are in stress, because when you are going on ship you will come across various stresses during your job, during your life. So they want to be sure that what kind of person he is and what decision he will be taking when there will be a situation of stress or when there will be a hardship on board. So this interview is very important and this is very technical, so you'll have to be thorough about your subject. You will have to be good in your communication skill. Present yourself how you are. Don't try to become some hero, or don't try to outshow them, because they are expert in that. Every day they are doing the same thing from last 10 years. So they know how the student is and how they will behave. So present yourself how you are. Okay, don't try to be some hero or something. So coming to the last, that is our helpful tips from uh, various experiences about the students, from the cadets who have gone through this course. So first tips is always keep your options clear. I always say this because uh, you never know where your lucks take you. So always keep your options open. What I mean to say is apply for 2 or 3 companies or 2 or 3 academies, because if you are not getting selected in one, then you have the options for the second. So always keep your options open, because you if you fail in one and you have applied for only one, so you'll be losing your year. So don't waste your time, just apply for 2 or 3 and you will be able to make one of those. Next is get your medical done beforehand, because this industry is very strict about medicals, because you are going to work on board ship and you are going to be in sea for 10 or 12 days, continuous 10 or 12 days. You will not be having any outside support. So they want to have they want to make sure that you are not having some disability, or you are not some you don't have some illness. So get your medical done before writing for this exam, before applying for this company's exam, because once you are assured that yes, I am medically fit, then you will have to only care for these exams and you will have to clear these exams only. So next is, and the most important thing I will suggest is, be aware about these agents, because once you are in this industry you will come to know about the importance of these agents, or you will come to know about what kind of effect these agents are making. So once you get stuck around this around these agents, you will be losing your legs, and believe me, they are professional in that. They will be doing it so swiftly that you will not understand what is happening with you. So be aware with these agents. Every company, on the doorstep of every company, you will find a agent working there. So they will be coming to you, they will be charging you lakhs, and then you are left with nothing. So you'll be losing your money, you will be losing your confidence, everything. So don't go around these agents. Always prepare well, perform well in your exam, find good academies, good companies. Don't go behind these agents. So in last, I will say that prepare well, be safe, and stay awake. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching our video.